right, so I'm going to start setting out my plants where I want them around the back porch. So all this will have to get cleaned up. The line's been buried. We put another spigot in on the other side of the garage here. So there's a spigot. And then we're going to run a water line out into that part of the yard because eventually I'll have a greenhouse there and some raised garden beds. And then I can cut over here to my current raised bed and get some water going to that, and because it'll probably be another year or two before my greenhouse goes up. So anyway, that's done there. So I need to tamp all this down, clean all this up. But I started setting out the Miss Gigi Gerbing azaleas. The one in the corner here is the one I already had that I got about 1.5 years ago. And then I have the new ones here that need to get in more shade, and they need some Medina has to grow like stat. So I set that one out, I set this one and this one, and so I'm just going to kind of work my way around. Okay, so I've started laying everything out, and I'm liking the overall look. The dog. The overall look is looking really good to me. The Duranta Sapphire Showers, I don't have enough to space them this close all the way around. So I think I'm going to get out my tape measure and kind of space them as evenly as I can, leaving room for more if I find more, because of the 50% off sale. The next time I go back to Houston Garden Center, they may not have any of these. So I need to make sure, see, I don't have enough to reach all the way back here. Anyway, I just need to make sure that what I have right now, if that's all I get, that it's evenly spaced and looks nice. And then if I do find more later, I can add those in. But anyway, it's looking okay. Oh, and there's some pollinators. That big old bumblebee. I don't know if you can see him yet. There he is. Tell you what, these pollinators love these Duranta. Big guy. Gal. Anyway, so I'm going to get my tape measure out. I'm also going to measure out these Gerbings, Gigi Gerbing azaleas here, to make sure I get them evenly spaced. Since they get about 6 to 8 feet tall and wide at maturity, but I want them to kind of knit together, you know, sooner rather than later. I don't know, see the spacing that I have back here, these three. I don't know if that's too close, if that's just right. I just don't know, because I'm still a beginner at all this. It looks good to me. That right there looks good. But in a year, well, okay. So when I bought that one in the corner, this one here, when I bought that one, it was in like a quart-sized pot 1.5 years ago. And now it's that big. So it's probably tripled in size in a year. So if I try to picture these 3 times bigger, they should be knitted together and solid. And then I just have to, what, clip them like crazy to keep them maintained? I don't know. But I really do like the way that spacing looks. So we'll see. Anyway, I'm rambling. I do that. And the Yangtze Daylily bloom. There it is. What a gorgeous yellow. All right, let me get to work. So I completely forgot to mention on my plant haul video how much the Gigi Gerbing azaleas were. They were $9.99, 50% off, so they were only $5. So I definitely have to go back for more of these because I'll put them all over this property. Evergreen, big white azalea flowers in the spring, 6 to 8 feet tall. You can't beat that. That's what I'm talking about when getting the bang for the buck. I really like to choose plants that give me the absolute most for my money. And this was a good buy. Okay, that's all. All right, the 3 azaleas right here in the ground. I like it. Chloe likes laying on one of them. There's Bella, Chloe. All right, so what I'm gonna do next here is kind of rework this corner. I have a reblooming iris planted here in the front that I divided earlier this spring, called Clarence. Really pretty lavender blue, blue and white bloom. I think I'm gonna dig those up again and move them around a little bit so I can put the daylilies. That agave is gonna move. Probably gonna move it over there because we don't, yeah, I'm gonna move it over there. There's more room. Okay. All right, well, this hole with the agave is full of fire ants. So this was a fire ant bed. So I am going to treat the fire ants and work in another section until these guys calm down, because I am not in the mood to get bit today. All right. So while I'm waiting on the fire ant situation to calm down, I'm gonna go ahead and plant these 2 Gerbings right here, and then I'm gonna plant 3 of the Variegated Duranta around this Weeping Red Select Japanese maple. Gonna look so cute. Okay, so slight change of plans. The Racelia right here cannot stay right here because this corner, now that the sun is a little bit lower in the sky, it's middle of September, this corner does not light up like it did this summer. So this Racelia would, if I left it there, be in full shade all day, and this firecracker plant needs full hot sun. So what we're gonna do is we're moving these hoses anyway, and the hose reel to another spigot. I'm gonna put it right here, and this spot is in full sun all day. So it's gonna go there, and probably what I'll end up doing is putting one of the larger Sapphire Showers Duranta right here, which will still look pretty, but firecracker plant has to go. Okay, so I'm all finished. It's a day later, but I got everything from my plant haul in the ground. So let's have a look. See, well, almost everything, because this Pandora vine here is not in the ground yet, but we think this is where we're gonna put it. Let me back up. And it can get up to 25 feet tall, so we're thinking we will build a trellis. We have some cedar posts that we got for free. Gosh, they look like they're 10 or 12 feet tall. Let me walk over here real quick and show you. My husband's Uncle Woody works at Home Depot, so we get a lot of stuff for free or heavily discounted when they're trying to get rid of things. So we got these 2x2 cedar posts here for free. They're in bundles, but we're gonna build some trellising out of that. So that's that there. Now back over here. So I think I want to use the full height of those. I think they're 12 feet, maybe 10 or 12 feet, but I want to use the full height of the posts, and then use some fencing in between, like 2 posts for the vine to climb up, and just do it right there after we power wash, which we still haven't done, like ever since I've had this YouTube channel. We still haven't done that, but we're gonna do that. Okay, so here we go. Racelia was moved over here. It gets a lot more sun, and the red firecracker blossoms, most of those have fallen off, so it's just the white. And I have to say, I'm kind of wishing I had got just the white one that they had there, because these white blooms are just so cute, and I like them better than the red ones. But anyway, that's there. That's gonna do great. I put some stones there in front of the access panel for the electrical box that's under the porch right there. And I think I want to get some more pavers and just make a little path that kind of curves around to the edge, like a little walking path, so I make sure that I don't plant any plants right there, because I probably will. because I'll forget. So I need to put a path right there. Okay, and the Miss Gigi Gerbings, 3 of them in the back. I think they're too close together and too close to the porch, but we'll see. I may be moving those as they get bigger. And then the Duranta, Sapphire, oh, is it Sapphire Showers? Ooh, I hope that's what it is. These are still bringing in the pollinators big time. And I forgot to mention in my plant haul video that once the flowers get pollinated, they make little fruits, like little yellow fruits. If I can find one that has a more mature fruit on it, I'll show you. It's neat. It's not like real special, but it's kind of cool looking. Let's see if there's any fruits on that one. No. Okay. So anyway, I have the Sapphire Showers, Miss Gigi Gerbings back there, my old one back there, Pandora vine there. I still am probably going to move the elephant ear. Once winter comes and it dies back, I may dig up the bulb and move it. I don't know. Still thinking about that. Okay. Daylily. Yesterday's bloom is done. We'll have another one in a couple of days. So I put a daylily here and a daylily here. And then I spread out my Clarence reblooming iris. It was all kind of bunched up here in this corner. So I moved 2 here and then 1 in the middle, and then I left 2 here on the edge. And these are a light, like a very pale blue lavender color. Very pretty. And then a variegated Duranta there. Another Duranta Sapphire Showers there. So you can see the full view. And then we come on around. And I do need to weed eat and kind of clean up the edges here, but there just wasn't time in the weekend, and I have to start driving back to my office tomorrow. I haven't been to my office since March, so, and it's an hour drive, so it's gonna kind of suck a little bit. So tomorrow I am up early and driving an hour to work and staying till 5. It's gonna be the longest day of my life. So anyway, whatever. Okay, so we have more Gigi Gerbings here, more of the Duranta Sapphire Showers, just kind of staggered. So it's a Gigi Gerbing, Duranta, Gigi Gerbing, Duranta. And then I have Variegated Duranta 3 surrounding this Red Select Japanese Maple. Looks good. I'm assuming, because there wasn't a plant tag with the cultivar name, I am assuming just because of the habit that this Variegated Duranta is more of a weeping ground cover type and not the upright type like the Sapphire Showers that's going to get like 10 or 15 feet tall if you leave it alone. So I'm assuming this is more of a low grower, which is why I put it under this Japanese Maple. If it does get a little tall, I can trim it, but if it starts to get out of control, then I will have to dig it up and move it. But I'm thinking it's going to stay kind of low, kind of a low spreader, because that's what it looks like right now. And then 2 more Gigi Gerbings behind that there. So this side is completely done. I think it looks really great around the porch. On this side, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, very good. All right, now let's look on the other side. Let me grab my drink. Okay. So we did reconfigure the grill. So we have it right here off of the steps, and we kind of put it right here to block us a little bit from walking on the grass. So if it's right here when you come off the steps, you have to walk around and then hopefully walk this way instead of walking right on the grass, which is what we were doing, and trampling it, and it's just a mucky mess. Mucky mess. Okay. So the grill is right there, and the stack of wood, we moved one of them right here, just kind of catty corner. I can show you the effect here. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. Nice. Okay. So the Plumeria pudica, I still have to get 2 nice matching decorative pots to put these in, because I want to put them right by these white posts, one on either side here. And yeah, that porch, I'm gonna power wash it. It's so disgusting. Oh, that's why we got sod here, like all of sod, so much sod. We bought sod so that we'll quit tracking in sand and mud onto the porches. So we need that to grow. We need to quit walking on it so it'll grow. Also, while I'm over here, I'm going to show you this Medina Plus. So this is what I'm putting when I plant all these plants. This is what I'm watering them in with. It's for vigorous plants and healthy soils. Covers up to 1,000 square feet. Combination of Medina soil activator fortified with seaweed extracts high in micronutrients and natural plant growth regulators. Ideal for reducing transplanting shock and making foliar sprays to stimulate fruiting and blooming. Recommended for transplanting bedding plants, trees, and shrubs. Recommended for foliar sprays to promote fruit set and increase flowering. So that is what I'm using to water in all the stuff we bought the other day. That's just a little measuring cup. I'm using one shot per watering can. And there's my drinky drink that has 1 shot of spiced rum. Okay. So on this side, it mirrors the other side mostly, but not exactly. I have the 3 variegated Duranta around the Red Select Japanese maple here. I have my Miss Gigi Gerbings behind. 1, 2, 3, and then I ran out. So I'm gonna have to get some more Gigi Gerbings, but I did space out. I kind of made little markers on where the next Gigi Gerbings are gonna go, and so I staggered the Duranta Sapphire Showers, so I should be able to plant them and everything line up okay right here. Come on around. And I had some agaves that a friend gave me years ago in a small container. 2 of them were in a container together, and then 1 of them in a container by itself. I had planted this one over on the other side of the porch a couple of months ago, but I had to move it because of the plants that we got last week. And I put these 3 together right here on this corner. I'm worried that they're gonna get a little too big, the 3 of them, because in the container they're going to stay small, but once these are now in the ground and they're big old thick, they have the thickest, fleshiest roots I've ever seen. I took some pictures, I don't know if I can insert them, but they're just really crazy fleshy roots. So this is the root system of an agave that I had in a pot, and I was about to place it in the ground. And I took it out of the pot, and obviously I have never seen agave roots before, because this is bananas. Bananas. It's so thick and juicy, and there's some little baby roots coming off the thick roots. I mean, wow. And they just go in a coil, so it's a good thing I took it out of the pot. So now that these are in the ground, I think they're going to get ginormous. So we'll see if I have to dig them up. If I have to take 1 or 2 out, I will. But they're there, right there for now. Looks good. The rest of the Duranta, the elephant ear that was already there, and then that's a Bloodgood Japanese maple there. And there's one on the other side. I don't think I mentioned it earlier. There's one right there. I do need to get some of these weeds out. Good thing is I don't get a whole lot of weeds in this bed. It's mostly shade. This bed faces east. That's east over there. So it's just gonna get morning sun till about noon 30. And then it's in shade. So the other wood piles right there from the air conditioner. love these wood rings. They're super cute. So that is all of most of my plant haul plants that were going around the porch. They are in the ground. Oh, and I had one Duranta, the Sapphire Showers. I had one small one left. And I didn't want to put it there because on the other side of the porch, I only had 2 on this side here, so I only put 2 on that side because I kind of wanted them to be samesies, just a little bit. So the last Duranta I put right here, right at the base of my obelisk with the passion vine and the star jasmine. So it's right down there. Okay, so let's go see where we put the other plants from the plant haul. Okie dokie. So the Japanese blueberry is here in the front yard where it can get full sun and get really big and tall. Looks great. Oh, there's the puppies. Move. Okay. So that is right there. Looks good. Very, very good. I think that's a good spot for it. Oh, there goes Chloe to attack her sister. And then back here along the fence by the neighbor's RV is the 3 giant thujas. All right, so we have 3 green giant Arborvitaes here. And the ones we got are taller and skinnier than the ones we already had. So 1, 2, 3. So this one here is one we've already had, oh, for about a year or so. It's a little shorter and rounder than those, but eventually they'll get to be the same size. And so we're just putting 1 per panel. You know, we have 2 posts here, 2 4x4 posts for the fencing, and so we're just putting 1 in the middle, just so it's just easier to measure them out. And there's the rest. Green giants all the way down. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's everything we bought is planted. Boom. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna go finish my drink and enjoy the last day of my last week at home full time. Because tomorrow, I'm gonna go back to work. Okay, bye.